Hi, we're here in Bear Valley to talk about cross-country skiing. Winter is upon us and it's time to get ready. For those of you that don't know the first thing about cross-country skiing, please know it's easy. Anybody can do it. Some of the more popular questions are, what do I wear? And what kind of gear do I need? So we're going to cover those topics, starting with clothing. So clothing is nice to wear in layers for cross-country skiing, and it's nice to avoid cotton. Some of the clothing options out there, a zip turtleneck is nice as a base layer. And then many days, just a thin shell over the base layer is all you need. If you need a little bit more insulation, you can add a piece like a vest. These things are nice little layers, little insulation. If you want to add a little more, you can put a sweater or a warmer fleece jacket or something like that. The main thing to understand is if you dress in layers, you can stay warm, which is our goal. You don't want to get cold and you don't want to get too hot. You put that down jacket on and go out cross-country skiing, you're going to find yourself overheating. Then you're wet from the inside. So the goal, just stay warm, dress in layers, keep it simple, avoid cotton. For gloves, a lot of people have downhill ski gloves, big thick things. Those aren't that great. Nice to have maybe a lighter weight glove for cross-country skiing. And those are available at shops like ours. And the other theory I like to think of when I think of clothing is bring everything you've got. Because you never know what the weather is going to be like up here. Some days the wind's blowing a little bit and you might want to have a hat on, and you might also want to have another layer on. These layers you can often tie around your waist and just keep going. Throw it in a little day pack or a fanny pack, and then you can layer up and layer down as you warm up and cool down. When we think about what to wear, it's also prudent to think about a couple other things. One is sunglasses. We are at altitudes, base elevation of 7,000 feet here, and sunscreen. To have some kind of sunscreen and sun protection, we have 3/4 of our days up here are sunny. So be ready by wearing some sunscreen, some sunglasses as well. That hat, little knit cap for the top is really good. A great item. It's kind of like the cap in a thermos in that if you get a little too hot, take the cap off and a lot of heat will go away. As you start to cool down, you put a hat on. And so that's a nice way to go. For your feet, you know, maybe a thin pair of wool socks. Most of the cross-country boots are good to go in terms of warmth without having multiple layers of thick socks. And so that's sort of the tip to tail on the clothing. Let's get into the skiing next, all that ski gear stuff. So now that we're dressed in such nice layers, we're going to go on to the gear. And just to give you an idea what kind of costs you're likely to incur, again, most people will rent to start out with and then move on to buying if they fall in love with the sport like I did. Typical ski package, skis, boots, and poles for cross-country in our store and many stores like ours is $299. It gets you a quality, warm, comfortable boot. For striding, it gets you a ski like this that has a nice pattern on the bottom for grip and includes bindings and poles, and that package is about $299. Now for those that have skied some, have some experience, may be curious, what does it cost to get into ski skating? Or if you're into downhill skiing and you want the additional excitement that ski skating offers, that requires a whole different set of skis, boots, and poles. Your boot is going to be a little more supportive. It's got a hinged plastic cuff here, very stiff in the forefoot, and a ski, boot, and pole package that we offer with the skating is at a $599 price point. That includes the ski with the binding, a boot that's appropriate for skating, and a pole that is of the appropriate length. And in this case, that would be up to almost the nose. And so ski skating package, $5.99. Striding package, $2.99. Boy, you had a season pass to that, some nice clothes, and you are going to have the ski season of your life. Hope to see you soon.